Page 28, Aria from Don Giovanni. It's another opera by Mozart. Cut time or tutu time. 3 sharps. We're in the key of A major. Make sure you can do the scale for A major. I've got a video on it. Go do the beginner and intermediate parts of that. And also do the scale for F sharp minor, because it also has 3 sharps. And you just well go ahead and do the arpeggios. At least the tremolo, that's what I'm after for each of those keys, the A and F sharp minor. Okay. Now because it's in cut time, it makes the counting easier for me if I pretend it's in 4/4 time to learn it. Then once I have it learned and I know what the rhythm is, I'll put it back in cut time later. So in this video, I'm going to talk about this as though it's in 4/4 time. And a quarter note gets a count. And we just go here. They go 1 and 2. Yuck. I'm going to start with 3rd finger. It's here. This way. This way I can use 2nd finger on here. I find that much easier. If you have little hands, it doesn't matter. But if you got bigger hands, this kind of thing doesn't work all that well. So again, 3rd finger for me. And then a 2, and then a 3. So we just took advantage of the repeated notes to change hand positions. Connect that if you can. If you can't, then do a here and then a 1/4 and then a 2/3. You can still connect it. And then a 1/3. So again, the last measure of the first line. The fingering in the book is fine, but if you got fat fingers and all, this doesn't work very well. So I'm suggesting you do for those parallel thirds, you do a 5/3. Or 3/5, excuse me. I say the lower number first, supposed to. And then I do a 1/4, not 2/4. And then I can do a 2/3 here. And that keeps my hand out here. I don't have to come in here. And then going on, it's a thumb and then a 3. Third line. 3, 4. So I'm kind of in this position and I'm just kind of moving around as I need to. 1, 2. What's going on here? Well, it's Mozart. What do you expect? 3rd line down, 3rd major, A sharps, A natural. And if you don't want your thumb up here, then we have to adjust that. I do 4 on that rather than 2/3, do a 2/4, and now. And then a 2, or you can also do a 3. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 in 4/4 time. And you do that some more. Next to the last line down, last 2 measures. We've had this before. How you finger it is up to you, because we had it on the first line. However you fingered it at the end of the first line, finger it the same way here. Last line. Oh, let's go down the last 2 measures. You're here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I don't like this. So if I can do here, that's easier for me. So it's 1 and 2 and I use 3rd finger, not 2nd. So it's a 1, 3. And then a 2, 5 and a 1, 4. Because that's the chord. That's the fingering for it. So that's what I use. Left hand, just broken chords. You work out the left hand. I don't see anything tricky about it. It's a bunch of broken chords. Put them together. Third line down where the fun is, here. I'm using 3, or you can use 2 if you want. Just play them together. It's the same rhythm. So you go through and put the hands together, then go back through and get rid of the hesitation. So this, just go as slow as you gotta go. So this pulse is as steady as you got to. You always speed it up later. As far as the articulation goes, you got a few staccatos and make them all short staccatos. You're connecting here. That accent is not too much of an accent, just a little bit. I suggest go ahead and just connect this left hand. You can almost disconnect it. The pedal's going to cover it up anyway, but I'd disconnect it. Staccatos, accents, third line, accent. Or staccato, yeah, and then accent, next line, fourth line. You can read it, put in the accents and the staccatos and junk. Dynamics, go to the melody, which is in the right hand. Whatever you think moderately soft is, that makes the accented notes about a moderately loud. You just go up a little bit from where you are. Keep the left hand in the background. Now, the third line, you go up to moderately loud. That makes the accented notes loud. And at the end, you're ending it loud. They don't need accents on those in the last measure. You don't need accents there. Just play them loud and staccato. You can use the arm a little bit if you want, but let the wrists collapse a little bit. Don't stiffen up and play with stiff wrists. Then speed, well, this is where we put it back and cut time. You want to feel it in 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Moderato, grazioso con moto. Isn't that something? I just sound so Italian, don't I? Good grief. Moderato's in the middle somewhere, and that's the feel of it. It's not a fast or slow piece. Just a nice grazioso, graciously, with motion. Make it move. I don't know that you really need all that stuff, but just make it move. Don't drag it. And it's not a race, so careful. Just however, third line down, last 2 measures here. How fast can you play that accurately? Don't go beyond that. Whatever you can do accurately, that's how fast you can take it at the beginning. You take the whole thing at 1 speed. Don't be going through at 1 speed. And then, no, it's all got to be 1 speed. Whenever you change speeds like that, because you can't play it, it just ruins it. It really does. Don't. All 1 speed. If I did pedal, okay, well, it's an orchestra playing it and somebody singing, but it'd be nice to have some overtones and things. Okay. Change it like they're saying. It's going to be overlapping pedal. And don't pedal the parts where they're telling you not to pedal. If they don't show a pedal, don't pedal. So it's there at the beginning. So I lift with the hands, and the last measure is a little silence. And then go on. Now, a couple of suggestions here on the third line down here. In the second measure, last 2 beats, or last 2 quarter notes, I'd like to hear a little silence between those. So I'm going to lift the pedal up with the hands, and then put it down, and then lift it up after I play the notes in the next measure. And that's to connect them. I want to connect this and this. I need the pedal for that. So that measure is here, right there. That's what I'm suggesting. Next line is the same thing. get the idea. And then at the end, you don't need pedal on the... That's fine. If you'd like to use a staccato pedal on the last two notes here, the pedal goes down with the hands and up with the hands. It's just together. It's here. All it does is just add overtones just for a second, but it still makes a difference. So it's here. That's all.